This is my house. I bought it in 2022, and my plan is to make it awesome. My name is Michael, hence to fourth, known as the Renovation Guy, gay guy. I want to learn how to do new stuff, and that new stuff is construction, renovation, and making homes pretty. So why not do it with a home I already own? I did get a job as an assistant to a contractor this past year, and I worked all last year with said contractor, and I fucking loved it. I haven't known what I want to do for a long time, but now I think this is what I want to do. Here's the thing. I just wanted to introduce the house and kind of show you my personality, and then I'll let you know that I'll be releasing videos. This is my garage. I have a truck. I like trucks. I bought this house in 2022. It is 3 stories. I have a unit down here that is an Airbnb, and I live on the top 2 floors. It's okay. You got me. Welcome to my home. My name is Michael, the Renovation Guy. I will be working around and about my house, learning new things, teaching people what I learn. I'm a work in progress. We all are. Nothing's ever perfect. And let's get that through our freaking heads, right? I need to hear it. I overthink things, which should make this very interesting. I've actually been thinking about starting a YouTube channel for a very long time, and I just haven't because, general fear. I think fear is the real word. I can make excuses, but it boils down to fear. One thing you'll get with me is authenticity, whether or not it's detrimental to my brand. I want to be honest about everything, honestly. Honestly, maybe I can just give you a background on who I am. So I went to college here and then worked at the Repertory Theater of St. Louis. I also had 2 restaurant jobs. I had 3 jobs that year. And then I moved with my ex to Los Angeles. We quickly broke up because, and I'm sorry about that. Here we go. The renovation guy, gay guy, renovation gay guy. The renovation gay guy is gay. The reason I even want to include any wink towards gay in the title is just because that's who I am. And I no longer make concessions about who I am for other people. Listen, do I like everyone in the world? I don't. Does everyone like me? No, they don't. And they don't have to. But I spent a way too much time in my life trying to make everyone like me. And I don't want to live like that anymore. I get everything out right in the open, girl. No, this channel will not be about my sexuality, but it will be about me, and I am a homosexual. What you're gonna get is this house. It was built in 1887. I just realized I've been looking at the wrong camera. I went to school in St. Louis for acting. I got a Bachelor of Fine Arts in acting, which is so important. I don't know if you guys know, but it's a pretty big deal. It's really changed my life. It's been important. I took that BFA and I went to Los Angeles, where I was a perfect fit for a couple restaurant jobs. Those restaurant jobs lasted until I lost my fucking mind. I couldn't stand to walk in and cry any harder. I actually met a man named David. Best dude I know. Honestly, we'll talk about him later, probably because he's the emulation of the best dude. That's a whole nother story. Let's stay on topic. I worked in production, let's say that for ease of story. They call me the Swiss Army knife of production. I could do anything, I'll learn anything, I can work with anyone. I'm friendly. And I also really grew up worrying what everyone thought of me, so I'm really easy to get along with. The beauty about my house is that it's mine. I no longer have to pay rent to anyone but myself. And that's a great thing. I feel like in 2023, I was really not hitting it right. I didn't have anything going on. Too worried, too wrapped up in myself being wrapped up in someone else's self. That's what St. Louis has meant to me in the past 2 years. I absolutely fell apart and had to figure out how to build myself back up. And I couldn't do it by myself. I'm actually 5 days from being a year sober. Like, really, things are changing. I got a house. I started doing renovation. I'm sober. I'm working a lot. I'm hanging out a lot with my friend Casey, who lives in Illinois, and her family, doing something I never thought I would actually get to do, which is like kind of be an uncle or an uncle type person, because my brother didn't make it past 19. That's another story for another time. If you subscribe, you'll get stories. I would love to give a list of all the things I have in my house to do, and then you guys can bully me into doing it. I would love a bully, but in a way that makes me productive, not like a fucking mean bully. I'm not trying to go back to kindergarten. I didn't have a bully in kindergarten, although the hate did start early. I think third grade. Stories, stories, stories. What I'm bringing to this table is a blend of masculine and feminine. I really love to decorate, and I also really love to get my hands dirty and build things. I really like to dance and be puss, and I also really like to play sports and get dirty and run around and sweat and lift weights. I was really like shamed for that when I was younger. Like, really, it sucked. I think here's the thing. When you're told you are something over and over and over and over and over, or you are not something else, we start to believe those things. My brother growing up was super masculine, sports guy. And I was not. I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't like people yelling at me. And I also liked hanging out with girls more. I liked to play pretend. Because I liked to play pretend and my brother liked to play sports, I just in my mind drew a line and said that was his thing and these were my things, you know? And it was always like, you know, my dad and my brother and me and my mom. So a feminine energy in the house. At least that's what I thought, you know? And I am a feminine creature. I got femininity in my pussy. Okay, calm down. I'm a girl's girl, but I'm also a dude's bro. I like that dichotomy, and that's who I am. So, what I'm bringing in this realm is a confidence in comfortability and messing up and trying again and starting over. This has been the hardest thing, trying to start this conversation, which honestly, I bet it's gonna look so good. I thought talking to a camera would be really hard, and it is, but it's not as hard as I thought it was. And having this tracking thing is so fun because, like, look, you can follow me. Sometimes you lose me because the sun, but you get me again. I don't know how I can make this interesting. But here, let me give you a full by the Renovation Guy.